Warning, the views and beliefs in the following program does not reflect the views of Boom Broadcasting. We give full creative control to our creators and do not believe in cancel culture. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nightcap. It's been a while. Viewer discretion is advised.
Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting, hosted by yours truly. It is indeed the Mike that likes the mouth off here at Boom Broadcasting. That's mouthing off with Mike. That's your boy. It's been a while. It has been a while, so I appreciate all of you guys for remembering about the show. Welcome back. If you're a new viewer, welcome into the Nightcap. Shenanigans are always here to ensue. Ladies and gentlemen, and much like Jey Uso, it is, in fact, just me, Uce, here tonight on the Nightcap here. We got usually my tag team partner on Monday nights, the Prez, Michael Davis. He's actually at Monday Night Raw here tonight. He's actually probably settling in here for some dark match activities with, I think it was Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes out there in Charlotte, North Carolina, for the WWE Undisputed Championship. So the Prez, you can go check it out on his Twitter and Instagram at @B_Michael Davis, as well as at Boom Broadcasting, if you want to see some dark match activities. But don't do that until after the Nightcap is over. Yes, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, I am the resident Philadelphia Eagles fan. If you can tell, yes, indeed, I got my Super Bowl championship merch. So go Birds. This is spitefully because the Prez told me today, make sure you don't wear any Eagles merch here. But guys, you know me. You love me. You know I'm going to do it. So, shout out to my Birds. Super Bowl champs. We had a little BTA action 2 Sundays ago when the Eagles absolutely stomped a mud hole in those Kansas City Chiefs. I know Kermit Mahomes and the rest of the Chiefs, the dynasty, the three-peat, done. Love to see it. Shout out to good brother here, host of Wrestling of Destiny, and It Stinks on Boom Broadcasting, Sean, fellow Eagles fan, MLW with that Super Bowl swag on. You already know, Sean. I already know you ordered your hat. I know you used the Boom Broadcasting affiliate link to go ahead and get that Super Bowl merch. Logan James, first time ever, he wants Liv Morgan to win the Elimination Chamber for Liv screwing Rhea and Io out of their match on Raw. And now Liv versus Rhea versus Io at WrestleMania. Logan, I'm going to be honest, you might be cooking there. I could very well see some triple threat action here in the Women's World Championship picture here. We know the Women's Elimination Chambers are set. We know the participants here tonight after this episode of Monday Night Raw. It's an all-timer. We'll talk about it here in a minute. We got Booking Like a Mark. Welcome back. It's time to mouth off. Good brother Mark, it's always a pleasure seeing your name pop up here on the comments of the Nightcap. Rick 8-Bit said, let's get these gents to 500 peeps. Yes, indeed, folks. If you didn't know the news, Boom Broadcasting is, I think, like maybe 25 subscribers away from 500. I haven't looked at the old numbers here recently, but if you are a fan of sports, television, funny sketch, comedy, football, baseball, whatever the case may be, we got something wrestling. We got something for all of your likes. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to YouTube and go show some love to the boys. We got fantasy football shows. We got NBA shows. We got baseball shows. We got TV and movie review shows. We got Quick Hits, a show that you just got to watch to know what it's about. And of course, you've got wrestling. You got daily sports shows with Mike and Out of Pocket. Rick 8-Bit's got his crystal ball clear. He got it back from the shop on the winners of EC, and my lips are sealed. Oh, Rick 8-Bit, I love when you keep secrets. I thought Prez was getting all the Carolina Boys Raw tickets tonight. I heard rumblings. The budget was tight. A lot of these budget cuts here in the new year. I don't think he's filed the taxes for Boom Broadcasting either, Sean. I think think Mike Ton is going to be coming for us. I think IRS is going to be coming for us. Man, it is great to be back with all of you. Please keep commenting here. Tell me your hot takes, your cold takes, your takes, or maybe your cold cuts. I don't know, whatever your choice is. We're going to start off the show here. Sami Zayn wants a match against Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. Adam Pearce says, Sammy, what? Listen, man, we go way back. I can't let you. I can't give this match to you. You're not cleared. Took a package pile driver by Kevin Owens. You're not cleared, man. So after much back and forth here, and Sammy basically telling Adam, look, I want the damn match, whatever it takes. We're getting a little unsanctioned match here at Elimination Chamber March 1st in Canada. If you're a hockey fan, just know USA is going to take belts to ass to Canada on Thursday in the Four Nations Finals Championship. Nevertheless, though, Canada is gearing up for a premium live event here in 2 Saturdays from this Saturday. Shout out to Michael Cole. Shout out to Pat McAfee for saying that about 80 times here tonight on Raw. I think we're going to see something real special here. Personally, what I've liked to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens go at it at WrestleMania, you bet your bottom dollar I would have. But I think we all know where this is headed. We haven't seen a certain Viper since November, since Randy Orton package pile drove him at past tense. That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, right? And we haven't seen him since. So, we're talking February 2025. That was November of 2024. It's been too long here. All right. So I'm expecting Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, WrestleMania. I mean, you talk a lot about a guy who is well versed in the ring. You can count on him. He's the ace in the hole when you need a guy, Kevin Owens, whether it's comedy, intensity, pure savageness, whatever it is, and to pair him, if it is end up what, we will see, if it ends up being Randy and Kevin at WrestleMania, I mean, you gotta feel like that's a business decision for Randy at the end of the day, like, we don't have too many matches with Randy. We had that triple fusion back thing, and miraculous return at Survivor Series 23. And you figure they're trying to keep him kind of, just going here. So trusting Kevin Owens to have that match with him, one of the, dare I say, best and safest wrestlers in professional wrestling. Great decision if that is the route they do head. Sammy and KO in an unsanctioned match intrigues me for a couple different reasons. One, it adds another layer to their story. These are guys that have been partners. They came up together, Ring of Honor, Kevin Steen and him. They are wrestling soulmates, right? I think we all understand that. And I'll never complain about Sammy and KO having big matches and having this feud always just being there. I think they're going to put on a special match, but I do think Chamber, you see the return of Randy Orton. And I think at the end of the day, you go Randy KO, and a lot of you guys might not like it, but I think you got to go Sammy and Karrion Kross, man. That right there, those are your, if I don't know how many matches we're doing this year, honestly, the WrestleMania card, absolutely in the, like, I could not tell you. Last year, I nailed about like 60% of the WrestleMania card before everything was announced. This year, I did not see Jey and Gunther. Part of me did see Charlotte, Tiffany. So I give myself half credit on that one. Outside of that, I figure tag team titles for both brands will be defended. You got to figure the women's tag titles will be defended, both mid-card titles, both main women's titles, obviously Cody, and then you figure you're going to have some one-off matches potentially and those singles matches. So I don't know where we're going, but I am on the road to WrestleMania, and I cannot wait to see how we get there. Any word from Mike? Okay, crowd. I felt the women's number one contender match, they were sleeping. I don't know, Carolina. You guys need to wake up. Let's see if we can get the Prez here on the line here live on the show. How was the crowd, Mr. President? See if we got a response here. Text messages has been sent. Delivered. Let's see if this is a friend test here. We'll see. Sammy Cross will be a night after WrestleMania Raw match. Nah, don't do that to me. Come on. Don't say that, Rick. Don't do that. That's not nice. That could be a Mania match. You could paint that up. You could Cross is given some of the best work that he's been able to produce since the old man destroyed his career the first time. He's getting a shot. He is mixing it up with those top tier names on both brands. It's only time before he gets the big push. Sean took the words right out of my head. He's got the crystal ball, folks. Listen, you better go ahead and let me borrow that because I need some Powerball numbers. Cena has been playing the role of seasoned vet, putting younger stars over for the past few years. I'd like to see Randy take on that role for this WrestleMania, maybe facing Carmelo Hayes. Mark, that right there is such a concept because I always said that Melo would have been a great choice to retire Cena because of the similarities in their upbringings. Melo recreating the, ruthless aggression, with Adam Cole in NXT when he was, the breakout tournament winner. I would if Melo and Orton is a very fun match. I do really like that idea. WrestleMania, like I said, unpredictable WrestleMania. I'm here for it. I mean, that's what gives us things to create. That's, Booking Like a Mark, Rick 8-Bit, Sean, Mike, all of the other content creators out there, the big names to the middle names to us to the new and upcomers. Speculating around Mania season is one of the best. I love watching and listening to everyone's fantasy bookings, what they should do for this story, how this should break down. Like, I love it. I think this is the best time. Like, obviously, there are those lulls in the year when it comes to wrestling, but this is the best time right now for WWE. And pun intended, you've heard it in that corny ass video package. I should start playing Fiend by Travis Scott. But WWE is the hottest it's ever been. And this WrestleMania year, Vegas, what they say, everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas unless it's the WWE, because they'll be back on the road shortly thereafter that week with all the fallout. Mark, it sounds like Mike may have listened to your podcast, Booking Cena's final year. Available now on Spotify. Yes, please. Seriously. Booking Like a Mark has some of the coolest content out there. So does Rick. So does Rick 8-Bit, man. But Mark has such a mind for creative, man. We saw a lot, we saw Road Dogs take it over SmackDown Creative. I think they should have given a call to our good friend Mark over here, Booking Like a Mark, because, man, I can only imagine some of the things he could cook up with that talent and roster out there. So we'll check out Booking Like a Mark, now available on Spotify. So get that added into your Spotify playlist for your commute in the morning. Let's get into the first bit of action. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. He showed up here today with Daytona 500 winner. Don't know his name. Sorry. If Kayfabe Keith was in the building, he would have told me who the NASCAR driver was. Pull up in the NASCAR, get that beautiful gold WWE Championship belt on his arm for WrestleMania Vegas. Marketing full in effect here for WrestleMania season. The phenomenal one and the dirty one, Dirty Dom here. You got to say, real talk. I talked a lot about how Kevin Owens is trusted with the legends in the ring. Obviously, Kevin Owens was trusted to have Stone Cold's final match at WrestleMania 38. Dirty Dom is a guy who's been trusted in a lot of wrestlers who are veterans or maybe, up there in age when they come back from injury. We've seen it with CM Punk. We've seen it with AJ Styles. We have seen it with Randy Orton. So another guy here, Dirty Dom, very trusted, by WWE when it comes to wrestlers who have had injuries and coming back and giving a hell of a performance. Dom is a wrestler that knows how to do his job. He knows what his task is right now in his career. He has, ego. He has confidence. He's dastardly. You love to boo him, but I absolutely love Dom Mysterio. He made AJ Styles tonight look like $1 million freaking bucks. Like, AJ Styles made Dirty Dom look phenomenal, right? real talk. It's all about your dance partner, right? This is what it comes down to. AJ Styles looked so damn good against Dirty Dom. The way he moved, the way Dom sold for him. This was a really good opening match for Monday Night Raw. I have no complaints on this. And I especially love Styles hitting the Styles Clash to get the win. I'm a fan of the Phenomenal Forearm, but it looks like for now, because of that whole Liz Frank thing that Styles had going on with the foot and the ankle, I think we're going back to the Styles Clash. And I think for me personally, that is my favorite AJ Styles finisher. That is his move, right? You see everyone in AEW do his move. You know, that's always to me. And I think of that move, I think of AJ Styles. You could go back. I'm not getting into the history of it. We're not getting into the thick of it. But I love that we're back to the Styles Clash as the primary finisher. Phenomenal Forearm for me is like, whatever. It's a good move, but I prefer the Styles Clash. Dirty Dom always faces his father at WrestleMania. Could we see Dom and Carlito team with New Day to face the 4 team of LWO? I kind of want more for Dom, but I can see this happening. You know, look, booking like a mark, really valid point here with Dom and his WrestleMania potential match. I don't know how they're going to flesh this out. You guys got to bear with me. I'm just getting over the itis here, so my throat's a little, because I be yapping, boys. I be yapping, boys and girls. Dom, for me, I thought it was going to be Dom versus Penta, but they've inserted Penta now into the IC title outskirts. Like he's on the outskirts of town, kind of looking in, like he's on his way. He's like a mile or two away from the IC title destination. I think Rick might be right. I think this could be your WrestleMania Dom match this year. Dom versus Balor. There's a strong chance there. There's a strong chance. We've seen the way Dom and Balor have kind of went back and forth at each other. Breaker style ends with forearm into spear. It probably will, Rick. It probably will. Good point. Almost forgot about Braun Breaker. I don't know if you guys caught his outside WWE appearance tonight here during the commercials. My man was in the TurboTax commercial, which is great. I mean, so was Rey Mysterio, ironing his masks and hanging them up and dry. Just 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Good TurboTax commercials. Try to avoid them if you can when you file your taxes. Braun Breaker spears the living bejesus out of Dom Mysterio after he tries to spear AJ. And we're talking about Dom doing his job. He sold that like he got just that his spine was taken from him, right? Like a Mortal Kombat finisher, dude. He just spine was gone, bro. He turned into spaghetti right there, just out. I loved every second of this. If you want to really get crazy, and we'll talk Dirty Dom Mania here, I could see Braun Breaker, AJ Styles, Dirty Dom, Penta, and Kaiser in some sort of, and you know what? F it. Throw in Pete Dunne. So we'll call it 6 in a IC title ladder match. I could see it. I feel very conflicted on this because I feel like every fantasy booking I've had this year has been multi-man or multi-woman matches, but like there is so much talent. I don't know what to do with everything. Like that is insane. Ivy Nile, Dakota Kai, Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. They're rinsing and repeating with the IC women's title. The only difference with the US title is Chelsea's getting time to get it and herself over with her Madam President gimmick, Miss USA. They're not letting Lyra get anything off the block here. She is sitting ringside. She is cutting backstage promos. She is having losses. She is getting thrown out of the Royal Rumble. Ivy tosses her. She loses to Bailey. Like, there is a lot here that I could go in about these women's mid cards. Triple H did it with Chelsea and Michin, where they had basically 3 freaking matches after Chelsea beat Michin in the finals. We're getting a rematch of the finals of the IC title now for the Raw side with Dakota and Lyra, excuse me, I always do this, next week on Raw. That's a copy paste of what they did with the US championship in the off jump. Love Dakota Kai, but like the similarities are striking here. And then you go and you release a bunch, because I haven't been here since the releases too. There's a lot I could break into, but I want to keep this episode like, raw focus here. I haven't even talked about the conversation about does ring size matter, because that was a whole conversation this week, which, please, for the love of God. Dude, it is copy paste. And it's like frustrating as someone who has been super loud about introducing mid-card titles, and people like WWE being very like, oh, we have the best women's wrestling division in the world. Dude, NXT, I can't even describe how good Shawn Michaels is doing with the NXT women's division. And, it's not just all him there. Obviously, there's other powers that be, but like, plus you have to give credit to the talent at that point, because you're bringing mega stars in and you're creating the stars of tomorrow now with LFG, Evolve, the PC, and this and that and all this. But it is frustrating to see like copy paste. I'm happy for Dakota. I do think that she deserves another shot at this title. I also think we should be diversifying the Women's Intercontinental Championship title picture and getting Ivy in the mix here so we can establish her as a credible champion contender, because she hasn't had a shot at she hasn't won a title during her NXT time, nor now her main roster time. Lot to break down there. We could go on forever. Let's talk about the Ring General, Gunther and Jey Uso here. They collide on Monday Night Raw, not before Gunther recreates Jey's entrance through the crowd and absolutely bullies this man verbally, bullies the crowd. He's about to go into business for himself here with a little kid. He's telling the kid, watch out before there's a problem. My man said, I'm about to charge up this chop. I'm just saying, that man is evil. That man is a James Bond villain. People are 50-50 on this. I was shocked, when Jey got this title, win the Royal Rumble. But like, I mean, guys deserving, man. Look at the crowd week in, week out. Like, if you're an anti-Jey Uso, denier here, then you can't argue with that. You can't argue with the crowd chanting, we want Jey, and him making his entrance and them going absolutely ballistic. Gunther, man, he is so damn talented. He said he said it'd be like reading Shakespeare to a dog in reference to this whole thing to the crowd. He also tells the people that they stink, which, I mean, I got the Boom Boys from North Carolina, so I plead the fifth on that. But make sure you wear deodorant, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting to the summer months soon. We're going to be in the summer and the spring and very soon. But please, when you're going to these wrestling events in June, July, August, make sure you wear deodorant. Right now, I think we're in the happy phase. I think it's freezing cold over there on the East Coast. You guys got it bad, baby. We got the beautiful sunshine and 70 degrees. It's glorious. I just well, I got to collect myself on that one. Nah, man, Gunther's tearing it up right now. I think Jey's winning this title. There's no freaking doubt in my mind. They're going to give him the Cody Rhodes Mania treatment, dog. I wouldn't be shocked if, Kaiser tries to help Gunther at Mania. Jimmy Uso super kicks the hell out of Kaiser or something. And if Butch is now in, what do you call it, in Imperium, if it ends up happening, or Pete Dunne. Sorry, Pete. I didn't mean to misname you there. I think you're going to see like the whole family out there. You're going to have Roman holding up Jey at the end of night 1, because damn well Jey and Gunther ain't main event night 2. You're going to have Roman out there holding him up, Jimmy, the whole fam. Maybe Rikishi's in the ring. Whatever other cousins and uncles we got, they're going to bring him on out and give that man his own Ulafala. My man's going to be the tribal chief or the tribal yeet. I don't know what we're going to call him, but we're going to figure it out once we get there. But it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Gunther is doing the big mega heel for Jey's big good guy. And I absolutely have been enjoying it so far. We're building up nice. Big 10, you're 4 sides of the ring, good brothers. Wonder if they'll interfere to become a triple threat. Ooh, it's a strong possibility for anything right now. We're see, you're like me. You're fantasy booking all the multi-man and multi-woman matches we could get. Ivy having that title and not the Creed Brothers would be a good storytelling when Chad comes back. Hear me out. Hear me out. We don't know where Chad's at. My man's learning the dark arts, getting some tarot readings. He might be learning some. I don't know, man. He might be learning a little black mass. Black masses and constellations. He might be learning a little something from someone by the name of Alistair. I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and fix the throat there. I wouldn't stand a chance with you in the ring. Netflix is eating all over the place. Oh yeah, Netflix is eating this up. Gunther's putting over Jey so well. Yes, indeed, 4 sides of the ring. Gunther is doing all the right things to make Jey look even better, and Jey's doing all the right things to make Gunther look better. These guys are doing it, man. Speaking of Stinks, it Stinks also available on Blue Broadcast. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Lucas just came back on a new episode of It Stinks. Make sure you go check that out. It's always fire, dude. I love his analysis into the current TV and movie realm. God, I've been addicted to the new Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated show on Netflix, or not Netflix, on Disney Plus. Yeah, we're all over the place. Damn good show. I really like it, honestly. Could they do Jey like Cody, make him lose the match to come back and win a year later? Would not make any sense to it. I mean, Sean, I could definitely see them pulling something like that. I also feel like Jey has just eaten it from Gunther all last year, Dara, and all of some of 2023 too, a little bit there. Actually, yeah, right. Pretty sure it dates back there. So Jey has lost now 2 world title matches and I believe 2 IC title matches against the guy. I think you got to get this guy to win, man. He is cooked. Like, Jey doesn't win at Mania, I feel like you could see if Cena doesn't win, if Cena wins, we riot type of situation to break down at Mania in Vegas. You got a lot of substances in Vegas, a lot of drunk fans, a lot of yeeters who might be under the yeet fluence. You gotta put the title on him. If you want to feel old, Jay's first Rumble was 2012. Yeah, no, I was dude, that was 13 years ago. I remember the good days when it was still real to me, damn it. It's still real to me, damn it, though. Penta's presentation on Monday Night Raw. Penta is an absolute, I love him. I love this man. I hope that I am able to, I don't know if I'm going to actual WrestleMania, but I hope I can at least get to Vegas just to go to WWE World, maybe meet a wrestler or two. And I hope I pick the right day that Penta's going to be there, because I will pay whatever it is. The unfortunate side effect is that my Penta mask will not be here until May now, thanks to the Fanatics and WWE shop. So I can't even get to, be the idiot with my Penta mask on while I meet Penta and hit the Zero Miedo. I needed it so bad, damn it. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Penta and Pete Dunne, man. Real graps. My God. Penta looks great. The new gear tonight, the all red with the white and the black details, the mask with the shiny studs on it. I love it. Penta has, I sound like such a cornball here when I'm going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Penta's got that aura, baby, because he is so freaking cool. Like, always he's so smooth and so crisp. Some of his in-ring stuff is not as crispy as his vibe and his aura, but he still looked great against Pete Dunne. This was a solid match. Gets a win against Pete Dunne. Still undefeated in a month here on Raw. Got to give this man a shot here. We saw the interaction with him and Braun Breaker a couple weeks ago. Something leads me to believe multi-man match at WrestleMania for Braun Breaker's title? Question. Fingers crossed. Fill in the blank. Penta beats up Pete Dunne. Ludwig Kaiser gets involved with his crispy ass jawline and his fucking European ass elegance and his friggin' turtleneck neck. Just extra turtle. He's European, so the turtleneck is even extra than if, like, say I was wearing a freaking turtleneck. All right, it's just extra. I don't understand how to describe it to you people, but you see him. He's just so like. He's just so European, man. It's just he's just mad European, man. I don't know. He's just mad European, bro. Penta is the swaggiest wrestler in all of wrestling. Nah, he is. He really is four sides. I don't know who we got here tonight. If it's the founder, if it's the host of 3 Count Trivia, if it's the dean of Hate You. Hate You took over Chase U. If you guys didn't know, they moved into the same university once Chase U got packed up. So Hate You is now has taken over. If Gunther gets to sweep, Jey would have to stay away from the World Heavyweight Championship for a while. Nah, yeah, Jey would need a lot of help there on if he loses again to the Ring General Gunther. I think Gunther drops it at Mania, man. I think you got to start telling the story. Gunther can't get it done at Mania for next year or the year after, or whatever the case may be. I also think Gunther, if he loses at Mania, should take a back seat in the title picture. And I think he should have to work his way back up by winning the 2026 Royal Rumble. Damn, did I just figure that out? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up happening. Great match here. Kaiser, Penta, and Pete Dunne, I could very well see having a triple threat match next week or the week after, and then we could see them transition to the IC title picture as a number one contender at some point along the way. I personally would like to see these 3, plus the 3 we saw earlier, Braun, Styles, and Dom, 6-man ladder match, or I think it was Rick 8-Bit or booking, like a Mark said, like a championship scramble. We haven't seen one of those in 20 plus years. A gauntlet match would be fire at a WrestleMania, like, obviously time constraints and things like that, but a 30-minute gauntlet match or something like that would definitely work for that many men. I'm all in for it, man. I think Penta absolutely deserves to be on the WrestleMania card just for the fact of the matter that he's over as hell. I mean, he might be a newcomer here and there might be other more deserving talent, but you know what I'm saying? That Mania Penta merch is going to sell right off the shelves. I know that for sure when you got at that superstore. This is the part where I wish I had like an actual commercial that I could pop up. I could just drink my water. That's not happening here tonight. I told you guys, I'm a little rusty here when it comes to the old live streaming. I was sick as an absolute dog last week, man. There was, whoo, baby. Oh boy. I don't even want to relive last week. I am still sick as a dog, but not as like sick as a dog. I'd say like sick as like, just sick, just general sickness, just illness. Roxanne Perez, ladies and gentlemen, has debuted on Monday Night Raw. I'm very happy about this. It is a long time coming, but also she's only like 26. So it's like, dude, she has got a long, healthy career in WWE on the main roster. I mean, she is the prodigy for a reason. Look what she did in NXT the last few years. She held NXT together. I'm a big fan. I think whatever they need to do for Roxanne to have a match at WrestleMania, they should do it. Whether that you insert her into the Women's IC Championship picture and have her go up against Lyra, whether it's a multi-women's match or something, or she tags with someone to fight someone else, I think you got to squeeze her on. If not, then, let her have one more match at NXT Stand and Deliver. Let her do something this WrestleMania season for sure, whether it is at Mania or at Stand and Deliver, the Saturday of. But I would love to see her go against Lyra. I also feel like we still have a month away till Mania, and I feel like things are going to progressively shift in the women's division. I just have this weird feeling that we're going to see a lot of maybe a return, maybe just an overall like shift in where the story's going. It could all happen. It could all really start with Rhea and Io. I don't think they'll have Rhea drop that title, but it's a strong possibility it does happen. get to it. We'll get to it. Roxanne's in the chamber. I was ready to move on. I was like, yep, we're out of here. Nope, there's still more to talk about, folks. Roxanne qualifies after Bianca and Naomi come out, giving their best. Bring it on. Clover's impersonation here with the cheerleading fits. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay. I knew it, but like I didn't remember it. So like I was reminded by the missus. You know how it goes. So shout out to the missus. Shout out to Mrs. MOWM for jogging the old memory. Memory's a little hazy, you know, too many puffs from old Joe Pendry. The gold standard, Shelton Benjamin. Hit me up. You need names for your pen. I got you. Don't worry. They look great, man. They were going to beat the hell out of Liv. She screeches. She gets saved by Raquel. We're getting a women's tag team title match next week on Raw. Bianca Naomi versus Liv Raquel. And yes, I'm going to answer the question. No, I do not think Jade will show up next week. I think that's going to be at the Elimination Chamber. I think that'll be the Elimination Chamber. You must live under a Dwayne because I'm feeling the glow. That's actually very funny. Instead of saying living under a rock, living under a Dwayne. Oh, baby, Rick 8-bit. You are good, dude. I like that. Nah, they didn't do that shit. They didn't do it. Unless they did it and Naomi hired them or Bianca hired one of them to do it. A little hired assassin action. You know what I'm saying? Now, they're going to fight them for the tag titles next week. Absolutely. I don't think Jade pops up, but I do think after the match, I think Liv and Raquel will basically tell them, like, no, we didn't do that shit. It wasn't us. And I think they'll maybe unveil some new footage and be like, here's what actually happened. Or there'll be like another clip that like we'll see a different angle and it'll be inconclusive. And then I think you want to hear how Mouthing Off with Mike would do this? And you could tell me if it's a bad idea or not? Here's how I would do it. I would have Liv and Raquel win the tag titles next week, thanks to Dirty Dom's help. Then I would have maybe Liv and Raquel or Dom be like, we have some footage to show you two. And then we have them show footage of Liv, Raquel, and the Judgment Day completely on the other side of the arena or something when Jade was attacked, so that clears Liv and Raquel and the rest of the Judgment Day. And then at Chamber, I would get crazy here, and I would maybe have Bianca and Naomi in the Chamber. This could be interesting. One of two ways you can do this. You could have them start off the match, and they're forced to fight each other, and then you could, or at the end in the middle where one of them eliminates the other, and then it's clear and cut right then and there who attacked Jade. And it's not like we need to see the footage. It's oh shit, she was faking it the whole time. And now that they lost the tag titles, she could show her true colors, whether the color is glow or the color is EST. I don't know, because I could say it was either one of them who turned on Jade, quote unquote. So that's how Mouthing Off with Mike would do it. Maybe you can do it better. Or maybe WWE would do it better. I just think there's a way you could do it, and it could be very interesting and, you know, actually kind of add some dynamic to the story that we've been missing. Is there any chance they stretch out Roxanne Perez's story with Bayley until WrestleMania? Nah, I think that's over. I think Bayley, you know what? No, because I think Roxanne might have to. I think Roxanne, if Roxanne obviously doesn't win Chamber, I think this is a good sign for her, because this is the same thing they did with Tiffany last year. Yeah, they threw Tiffany at Chamber. She got over as hell, and then she had like one final NXT. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of what they're doing with Roxanne this year. Same principle. They're having her show up in Chamber. She probably won't win. She'll have a hell of a showing. The crowd will go nuts for her. It's Canada. They love NXT up there. They love Roxanne. Then I think you transition her back to NXT for Stand and Deliver weekend, and then you finish off her feud with Cora Jade. You give a clear, concise conclusion to them. You give them the one-on-one match at Stand and Deliver. And I think you got to argue Cora maybe beats Roxanne, and Roxanne goes formally to the main roster starting the Raw after Mania when they decide to do some sort of championship scramble to decide number one contenders for the new year, yada, yada, yada. I don't book it. I just talk it. I think Bailey Perez will be standing delivered. I don't think so. I think it's Perez and Jade. Happy Monday, Derek. Everybody, here's the pen name, Penta. It's already there. It truly sells itself. Glad to see you getting better. Thanks, Derek. Much love. I love it. I gotta show love to the Penta. Penta is a good one. It's solid. Oh, there he is. The Prez. B. Michael Davis. Did we get a response here to the Prez? Did he text me back? Oh, he did 28 minutes ago. I'm a fake friend. Oh, we have a video here. Uh-oh. We're getting copyrighted tonight. Good crowd. It was Kaiser doing a commercial promo that we don't get to see because I'm on Netflix and I pay for ads, and it's I can't afford ad-free Netflix. They're almost charging me $30 a month. I'm gonna have to start hooking up some wires through the wall and at the old crib and have to use the neighbor's cable or Netflix pretty soon to watch Raw, because my goodness, Netflix got some big cojones with the freaking price raises. She was faking it the whole time. Story of my life. Ooh, that's intense. Hear me out. I love it. Book it like a mark. I mean, hey, I'm sure. Hey, sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it, as they say, right? Hey, how you doing? The LWO. The fuck was that accent? Yeah, the LWO. Whoop some New Day ass. Best way I could put it. 3v2. Are they going to add another New Day member? We saw how that went the first time. That didn't go so well. We also saw what they did to Big E, their old member. I guess we're going to see the LWO, Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio versus the New Day at some point here along the way. Do not think that makes WrestleMania. I also think you'll see a multi-men's tag team match for the Raw tag titles, potentially. I have no idea what the hell they're doing with this. I figured the conclusion of the New Day storyline would have been the New Day, like Kofi, Woods versus like the three of them each versus each other, Big E versus Woods versus Kofi or something, like in some crazy bizarre world of my mind. I was thinking like that'd be a direction. That is absolutely not a direction. I don't know what I was smoking at that time. I have no idea what the hell they're doing with the New Day. I just know that the crowd likes to boo them. New Day sucks is over. And I enjoy seeing them as heels. So like, I'm cool with the LWO and them beefing a little bit, because like, what else is the rest of the LWO doing? Especially Dragon Lee. Got Dragon Lee to cut a promo tonight. Pretty solid promo. So I mean, getting him back on TV is a good idea, because you're obviously not going to have Rey Mysterio forever now, and you need some luchadors and masked competitors to kind of. You always need that in pro wrestling. You gotta, you got Penta, he's up there in H2. So, it's like you gotta start figuring out the youth here. You got Dragon Lee's right there. Let's, do something with him. So good to see they're finally doing something with him. I have no idea what they're doing with the New Day. I have no idea what their WrestleMania plans are. We do know that Seth Rollins has punched his ticket to the Elimination Chamber in one of the most loaded men's elimination chambers since, honestly, the early versions of the men's elimination chamber. I think this could go down. I mean, there's one sneak in this match. There was one sneak in this match, and that is Logan Paul. If Logan Paul is not in this match, if Randy Orton is in this match, if Roman Reigns is in this match, if Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, if the Hurricane was in this match, it'd be phenomenal. But because Logan Paul is in it, it devalues it. It's like when you got a cracked egg in the dozen of eggs. You're like, damn, that egg is expensive. I got a cracked egg. And you're like, damn, I needed 6 eggs to make this dessert. And now you got 5 and you got to make it work. If I could just take Logan Paul and just like move him out of this match and I could just bring in anybody else, I would be thoroughly happy. My God, this is one of the most stacked elimination chambers in quite some time. Has potential to be an all-timer with the in-ring work. You've got John Cena, or the Invisible Man, as Karrion Kross called him tonight. You have Seth frickin' Rollins. You have Drew McIntyre. You have Damian Priest. You have, oh God, who else is in this damn match? Guys, did I do it? Did I really just forget? Did I really just have a brain fart? All right. Hold on. All right, there we go. We got CM Punk. Good God almighty, folks. What am I doing with my life? You got to be kidding me, man. Logan Paul in this match. Come on. Priest, Drew, Cena, Punk, Rollins. You've got a man from every different era. Honestly, a lot of these guys are from very much the same era, which is weird to say because it's like Drew has been through history with Cena and Punk. They've all been there together. And then you introduce Seth Rollins in 12. And Punk is leaving at that time. Drew is also leaving at around that time, about 2 years later. So it's like wild to think that all of these guys have already crossed paths, but now they're in like the prime of their career, obviously with excluding Cena and Punk right now. But that is such a absolute humper. And then you got Logan Paul. Come on, Logan Paul. If I had a nickel for every time Logan Paul was a useless entry in an elimination chamber match, I'd have 2 nickels, but it'd be a weird thing because it happened twice. He was in the same role last year in the freaking elimination chamber. He was the pointless fuck who ate the pin, and they advanced the storyline between him and LA Knight. LA Knight AJ Styles also was advanced in that chamber match. Nevertheless, what are we doing here? Yeah, Paul is in there for a reason. Yeah. No, Rick, you do realize that there will be grown men, us included, crashing out when Logan Paul pins John Cena to eliminate him in the Elimination Chamber. I swear to God, I will be one of those men. I will crash out. There will be the nightcap after the Elimination Chamber, and that will be appointment viewing if John Cena gets eliminated by Logan Paul. I'm going to sell tickets for that one because I will be in the rarest of rare forms. I will be, oh baby, if I was a steak, I'd be blue. Yeah, no, it's absolutely going to happen. Logan Paul's going to gain massive heat in this match. He's going to eliminate John Cena. And then I think you got to figure Punk, Seth, and Drew are just going to be focused on themselves. Once again, those three, they are wrestling lovers. They're going to fight each other. Punk's going to pin Seth. Drew's going to stop them. They're going to pin one another. And they're going to end up fighting. And then someone will eliminate one of them. And then they'll finally get their heads set on straight. I don't know what the hell what we're looking at here on this men's side. Dude, we will not hear the end of it when Logan pins Cena. Talk about your viral moment. Derek, I hope I'm so wrong. I hope Rick is wrong. I hope Rick's crystal ball is cloudy on that day. And this is like the one cloudy prediction he has. But dude, if Logan Paul pins Cena, that would be like, this is my reaction that happens. I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm coming on this nightcap and I'm just wearing into that fraud Triple H. I'm kidding. Yeah, but he would be that. I don't think you could beat that. You could Dirty Dom booze, New Day booze, Don Callis booze, Logan Paul pins John Cena. It's so high that my hand is out of the camera. It's in the stratosphere, baby. And, speaking of stratosphere, you got Trish Stratus and Tiffany at Chamber, which will be a fun match. Chamber's shaping up pretty fun. You got 2 Chamber matches. You got Io versus Rhea. Io had a great video package. I know our frequent flyer, Logan James, loved it. She was underwater. She was cutting a great promo. She's undefeated against Rhea. You got to keep an eye on that. I don't know if they're just saying that to say that, but I also don't think WWE would drop the title off Rhea on the road to WrestleMania, but anything can happen right now. WWE is the hottest it's ever been. The Women's Chamber, oh baby, gear up because I think this is also one of the most stacked women's elimination chambers in its history. You got Naomi, you got Bianca, you got Liv Morgan, you got Alexa Bliss, you got Bayley, and you got Roxanne Perez. So, my God, this could be an all-timer. I don't know who's winning this damn thing. I mean, you got to figure Bayley's probably not winning it. I don't think they're going to do Roxanne versus Rhea. I also don't think Alexa Bliss is winning it. So I truthfully think your two main hypothetical winners are Liv and Bianca. And I think that kind of falls in line to what I was saying earlier on the show, where I think you don't reveal the Bianca Jade Naomi story until Chamber in the match. Let the in-ring between those two tell the story of who attacked Jade. The video footage is inconclusive. It shows Liv and Raquel. So if Liv and Raquel beat Bianca and Jade next week, thanks to Dom, and they end up being exonerated from being suspects. Oh boy, I watch a lot of cop shows and I still couldn't pull that today. From being suspects, then that opens up the door on, well, who could it have been? If it came down to Liv, Bianca, and Naomi in that match, and Naomi and Bianca are the last two with Liv, and like you could pull like a Bianca and Naomi look at each other like, yeah, well, we got it. We're gonna go get Liv. We'll get her, and it'll be you and me. And then as soon as Naomi turns her back, Bianca just hits her with the hair, grabs her, KODs, 1, 2, 3. Liv's shocked, like, laughing about it, doing her classic Liv mannerisms. Naomi gets tossed. She's furious. And then Bianca ends up beating Liv and headlining WrestleMania against Rhea Ripley. Or you do the chamber door opens like they did a couple years ago with Paul and, they did with the punch with Randy. And you have the chamber door open and Jade slips in and attacks her attacker. I mean, there's options here. I can see it now that I kept after chamber. You'll be cuss like Sam has a strange hearts filling up in the press, be looking like a deer in headlights. Oh dear God, Derek. Oh, yeah, no, that's exactly how it would go. That's it. That's it. Derek's crystal ball is crystal clear. The Prez I would get a text from the Prez immediately. Cut the show. You owe me X amount of doll hairs. Oh, that'd be cinema, as the kids say. Tonight's Monday Night Raw did a lot for the road to WrestleMania. There is still a lot to be said on the road to WrestleMania. A lot of things inconclusive. We might get a resolution to who attacked Jade in the next 2 weeks. We might see some new women's tag team champions. Hell, we might see a new women's IC champion. I don't know. Anything's possible. Rick said, I'll pay your fees. There we go, guys. We'll just communal swear jar. You guys can all just help out and tell the Prez, hey, let them have this one. Let them get it off the chest. There's a company selling shirts that said F Logan Paul. I almost bought one, but it was like $30. I was so close to buying it. And I was like, when can I wear that shirt? And I looked at the missus, and the missus and me looked at each other, and we were like, the Nightcap. Yeah, that's the spot for it. I'm intrigued about Chamber. I'll pitch it for sure. I love you, Derek. You're the man, dude. Go check out Derek's Wrestling Toys and Tees on YouTube. He just dropped a new episode here this week. He's a great guy, man. Much love to you, Derek. Much love to the Prez who's enjoying Raw here tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina. Much love to all of you guys for viewing the Nightcap, the return of the Nightcap. Yes, it was just me. I didn't feel like bothering too many people. I felt that we needed to have this one-on-one moments. I always leave the door optional for the Nightcap. So if you're a wrestling content creator and you want to come on a Nightcap with me for a Monday or a Friday or a premium live event Saturday or a pay-per-view Sunday, more than welcome to. Just hit me up at MOWM_podcast. It's free. You just got to deal with me. I guess that's payment on its own, having to deal with me. I know the missus pays a premium tax for having to deal with my ass. Listen, make sure you go check out Boom Broadcasting. Subscribe. We are 25 subscribers away from 500. Never in my life did I think I'd be saying like, hey, a channel that I'm affiliated with is about 25 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. honestly, I don't even know 500 people. So the fact that all of you hang out and watch and listen and interact with everyone, don't do it for the nightcap. F the nightcap. The nightcap's irrelevant. This is therapy for me. I just get to come on and yap. I yap all day, but it's not fun yapping. It's serious business yapping. I get to come on here and yap and have fun with all of you guys. Go support all of those incredible people. Support Derek. He may not be with Boom Broadcasting. Go support Rick, Booking Like a Mark. I'm sure there'll be some collaborations coming throughout the next couple months here with all of us. Go show some love to Sean, host of It Stinks and Wrestling of Destiny. It Stinks drops usually on Wednesdays. Wrestling of Destiny drops on Saturdays. Make sure you subscribe to Boom Broadcasting. 25 subscribers away. Hell, if you're the 500th subscriber, and you live in the U.S. and you are the 500 sub and you screenshot that bad boy and there is definitive proof that it is you as that 500 sub, tag me on Twitter. Maybe I'll slide in the DMs a little prize action. Listen, now it ain't going to be anything crazy, but maybe get you a little shirt action from the old WWE shop. Or if you're more of an AEW fan, maybe you get a little AEW merch. Let's just see. 500 sub. If you're the person, send me a screenshot confirming it's you. You might get yourself a free t-shirt. Honestly, it's real talk. Mike can't even count to 500. No, I can't. I actually can't. 1, 2, 3, 500. Listen, much love to all of you guys. But make sure you go subscribe to Boom Broadcasting. Got a lot of content out there. Go follow at Boom Broadcast on Twitter, at Boom Broadcasting on Instagram and TikTok as well. That's all I got here. I'll probably be back Friday. Hopefully, I'll be feeling a lot better. I'm still feeling great. Eagles are Super Bowl champions. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That's 2 Super Bowls. And the Cowboys are trending in a negative direction. That one is specifically for the Prez. I do want to spend a special shout out here to the Prez and his family here. Go show some love, send some prayers. Make sure everyone's doing well over there. Much love to all of you guys. It's been a time. I'm going to go out of here because I'm just going to keep talking. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching the Nightcap. I'll be back on Friday. Maybe.